Hey guys, what's up? It's Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are back with another episode of Scene Investigators. Today we are going to be going in. If you guys didn't see last episode, we have completed our preliminary trial and we completed the story of missing. Today we're going to be doing exam case file, the 4th floor. I'm so excited. I really very much enjoy these games, so it should be fun. Apartment 401, the break-in. So we learned in the last one that these should all be connected in some kind of way, so I think it's good to know that going in to the story. So let's just get right into it. The 4th floor, New York, July 16th, 2004. I gotta remember that. July 16th, 2004. I kept forgetting like the dates last time. I'm getting them all mixed up. Oh, I'm tall. July 16th, 2004. Okay, let's immediately look at what our questions are going to be. Who broke into the apartment? Okay. Who was present during the break-in? Okay, so there could be multiple people for that one. Who was killed? And who was the killer? Okay, very easy. I mean, or I should say, sounds easy. Okay, so these are women's shoes, 9.5. That may be important. Serene Jewelry Loans, New York, Queens, 7804. July 16th is the day. Let me write that down because I'm going to forget. I already know. I already forgot the year. July 16th, 2004, right? Yeah. So let me write that down really quick. I'm going to forget and they don't have it written anywhere. Okay. Diamond wedding ring, 2,500 plus 1170, 25,1170. Brenda Sherman, good for only 30 days. Deposit non-refundable. All sales final. Queens, New York. Okay. Calendar. So these are all highlighted yellow for some reason. This is the day it is today. July 16th, right? Sarah's birthday is on the 22nd. These are all highlighted for something. Okay. Feed the milk at 3 p.m. Give second bottle at 7:30. Reminder that milk is in the fridge. Carry the baby monitor at all times. I will be home around 8. Okay, so that's like instructions for their baby. September 15th or July 15th. Other than drinking a bit more than usual, nothing noteworthy for today. She pooped once and went to sleep after I sang her a lullaby. She's super cute, but when she sleeps, she's super cute when she sleeps while clinging to her blankie. 2:50, fed her food portion. 3:30, 180 milliliters of milk. 6:30, diaper change. 7 o'clock, went to sleep. Banana, porridge, oatmeal, rice. 7:16. Sarah was not as fussy today. She drank the same amount as usual. However, she hasn't pooped yet. 2:50, woke up. 3 milliliters of milk. Wait, it can't be this day then because this is already, the day's already done. Right? So what day did it say? I don't fucking remember. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, so this is her writing down the baby's like schedule or something. The babysitter, I'm assuming. Okay. Nurses. Snickers bar. Okay. Sure. So somebody died in here. Someone broke in, killed somebody in here. Baby monitor. Looks like some strawberry. Baby carrier. Oh, there's the body. Camp Sunshine. Camper name, Greta Sherman. Highcrest Street apartment, Queens. Date of birth, 6/03/96. Medical insurance policy. So whoever this person is 7. Is this the kid, I'm assuming? Medical insurance. Well, why would she be writing down when she poops and stuff? Medical, blah, 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 yellow. Brenda Sherman. Emergency contact. Lori Sherman. Relationship to the camper. Mother's sister. Aunt. Agreement. Greta Sherman. So, Camp Sunshine. Perfect health and has no health issues. Exempts Camp Sunshine from liability, injuries, accidents, property of Wood Creek. Da, 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 da. Okay, I wonder when they were going to be going to this Camp Sunshine. All right, let's go look over here where it seems that... Okay, so somebody came in from the window. Looks like they snuck this through some kind of crack and opened it. What it looks like. They came in here, knocked over this mud flower thing. Oh, a wallet. New York Public Library. Signature, none, of course. Metro Pass. Metro Pass. Okay. Oh. Whoa, what's that? Why is it... 860 High Crest Street, Queens. 806, Queens. 680. 608. That's their address, I think. Willow Groceries. Amail 6-pack and smokes. Item count. Thank you for your business. 7:16. That's today. 11:18 a.m. Oh. Wait, what? Okay, so this happened today. So wait, what was the address in here? 608 High Crest Street. Is that their address? Yeah, so he was writing that wallet belongs to the murderer, and he was writing down the different addresses and trying to find which one is the right one. Greta Sherman. Miss Willard. Wait, why does it say that? Why does it look like that? Oh, why did it do that? Greta Peterson. What? Why is she changing her name? Greta Peterson. June 20th. Seems that she changed it to Sherman. And she had Peterson. Maybe her potential dad's last name? We're going to the beach. We're going to the beach. They will be late again. They'll be late again. You shall not pass. They are never on time. Okay. So my first thoughts is it's probably the dad that... Beer? Why does she have beer in here? Probably the dad that broke in. But wouldn't he know? Am I crouched? Wouldn't he... Why is she in a crib? Oh, Sarah. Okay, so there's 2 kids. Greta and then Sarah. Sarah was born a year ago, so she's only 1. Okay, so that's who the babysitting thing is. I was gonna say, girl's a little too old to be. Camp Sunshine, Wood Creek campsite, July 14th. So she should have been there already when the murder happened, is what I'm getting from this. So it couldn't have been her. And her bed's perfectly made. Oh, June 17th. I did really well in all my tests. Studied really hard. I still have 2 more tests to go, but I wanted to show mommy and daddy. Maybe they will become happy if they see how smart I am. But mommy was angry and said daddy wasn't coming home anymore. Did daddy get a timeout? That should... Oh, it's June 17th. Okay. June 20th. I miss daddy. Sometimes I smell his favorite bottle just to remind myself what he used to smell like. Mommy got so upset when she saw the bottle. She made me throw them away. I secretly kept one. Okay, so it seems that the parents got into a fight about something. And she kicked the dad out. June 25th. Mommy is so busy. I don't really like having babysitters. If only daddy and mommy could make up. But it is too late. Mommy and daddy are liars. They told me I always need to make up with my friends when we fight. They told me to forgive Sarah whenever she takes and breaks my stuff. But they don't make up. Even though they aren't together anymore, I still hear them fighting over the phone sometimes. Mommy said she's going to keep daddy away from us. Ooh. Daddy says he's going to rescue us from mommy. Why can't they just stay together? Okay. So either this diary... I'm kind of thinking it's the dad who came in here and probably killed the mom. She definitely killed either the mom or the babysitter. That was a whole year ago. So she could have easily moved and then the dad didn't know where they were. What? What a weird thing for a kid to have. Certificate of Vital Record. Sarah Peterson. Queens. Date of birth. 04/10/1967. Wait, what? Who's Sarah? The baby's name is Sarah, but this can't be from Sarah. Sarah Peterson. Female, single. Date of birth. Oh, never mind. This is from the baby. This is the baby's birth certificate. West New York, Queens. So here's the father's name. Clyde Kent Peterson. Brenda Sherman. Brenda. So Clyde Peterson. So I'm going to put in here just so I don't forget his name. And I think, as of right now, I think that... Did I spell that wrong? I think that he is the murderer. But they could easily be wanting us to think that. But why does this kid have this? Greta Peterson. She was born in 96. From Clyde Peterson and Brenda Sherman. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, does it say their address on there when they were born? Oh, yeah, see? So they were living elsewhere when they were living somewhere else. So, yeah, I'm thinking definitely the dude who broke in is the dad. Clyde Peterson, let's say. Okay. What's this? Trust ammunition. What? Why does this child have ammo? What? And a gun manual. It's like 7. Alright, that's weird. Nothing else in here. Okay, that's weird. So, looks like they got shot in the head or hit in the head. The person came out of the room and immediately went in here. Boom, boom. Oh, definitely shot. Here's the bullet. 9mm. Is that this one? Yeah, it is. Wait, is it? I think it is. I don't know. It says 9mm. Probably wasn't the kid that killed her mom, right? Temporary restraining order. Brenda Peterson. Filed February 17th, 2004. Clyde Kent Peterson. Male, 6'5", brown green. Ex-husband. Additional protected person, Greta Peterson, daughter. Why wouldn't she put Sarah? Hearing date, 2005. They never even went to the hearing date. Okay. Contacts. Gabriel Martinez. Jameson Gunther. Emma Franklin. Lily Choi. Harold Jenkins. 5 a.m. wake up. 7 a.m. poop. 5 a.m. pee. 11:30 nap. Throw up a little. Pee. Nap. Milk. Sleep. Woke up, went back to sleep. Reminder. Buy more formula. Buy more diapers. Make appointment with doc for Sarah's vaccination. Buy Greta more paint. Sign Greta's forms and buy new Tupperware. Okay. Enter desired phone number and press OK. Call log. 212-212-212-212-646. Ugh, they're all 212. Oh, they're all different. The most recent is 212-555. 212-555. No number in here. Lillian Choi was in there. 555. Does she have his phone number on here? No. 212. They don't have phone numbers on here probably either, right? Alright. So probably was him, no? 212-555. Loris. Hey. This was in last month. You did all you could. There was nothing more you could have done. Personally, I'm glad it's over. I don't care if he stays in jail or not. He can rot in there for all I care. I feel like you need time to heal and move on. If you need to talk or help with the kids, you know how to reach me. Hi, Miss Peterson. Unfortunately, I won't be able to help you this month as I'll be out of town for most of July. However, I do have a friend who I think would be perfect for the job. She has a good track record and I can personally vouch for her. Her number is 212-888. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so whoever this one was used to help babysit in June, and then she got a new babysitter in July. And that's the last person who called this number at 11. Right before the murder, I'm assuming. Everybody? We received a request to change your address and name. We have processed the change to your address, 608 High Cross Street apartment. The update address will show on your next bank statement. However, in order to properly have your name changed, we will have to ask you to stop by a local branch with a legal government-issued ID. Apologies for any inconvenience. Thank you for choosing me. Okay. So you changed your address, which is here. Hi, Brenda. Unfortunately, your schedule changed slightly. With the care center being understaffed at the moment, we'll have to ask you to come on Wednesday and Thursday. The hours will still remain your standard hours, 1 to 7 p.m. Okay. So she should have been off today. 1 to 7 it said. Thursday and Friday. Okay. Is that all I'm supposed to like? That's it? Am I supposed to like know anything else? Who broke in the apartment? Clyde Pearson. Who was present during the... Who was killed? I'm thinking Brenda Sherman. Who's the killer? Who was present during? Brenda Sherman. Sarah Peterson. Is that how you spell her name? And then... Right? Is that how you spell Sarah? There's an H at the end. Okay. Because she should have been... She should have been at Camp Sunshine, right? Greta? Greta should have been at Camp Sunshine. I think. Says it was the 14th. And this happened... Oh, so this is when... Oh, yeah. So this is when Sarah's gonna be gone. That's what the yellow is. Right? To the 21st. Yeah. Okay, so Sarah's not here. Or Greta's not here. Sarah should have been here. And then Brenda, obviously. Right? So I honestly think that that's right. We could do one more little look over. Diamond ring. Wait, so she bought herself a ring? She bought herself a diamond wedding ring? Is that right? Or this isn't selling it, is it? Or is she selling it? I don't know. Looks to me like she's buying it, but I guess maybe she sold it. Sarah's birthday. Feed milk at 3 p.m. I'll be home around 8. Or is the mom not here? Was it the babysitter? But it couldn't have been the babysitter because it doesn't say the babysitter's name anywhere. So it has to be the mom. Right? Yeah, I didn't see the babysitter's name anywhere. That's the 15th and the 16th. But didn't it say she worked Wednesday and Friday? Oh, that's a while ago. But she does work. We'll have to ask you to come on Wednesday and Thursday. Who's 212555? Doesn't say, right? Lillian Choi. This is her name right here. I don't know. Was she here? Or was it Lillian Choi? 212888. Oh my god, so it could have been Lillian Choi. We'll have to ask you to come in on Wednesday and Thursday. So maybe it was... Alright, let's put this. Let's put this and let's see. It was either... The problem is I don't remember what date it said in the beginning. It said the 16th, didn't it? And another reason I think it's the babysitter, because all of these are out for the 16th. Which is a Friday, though. It says she needs to come in on Wednesday and Thursday. But what other days does she normally work? But why would this be on the table if she wasn't at work? That's why I'm thinking she was probably at work. He probably came in either thinking I'm gonna kill that babysitter or Brenda's gonna be here and I'm gonna kill her and take my kid. But Greta wasn't even there. But Sarah's his kid too, I guess. Oh, here. 212-555. So the aunt called. The aunt called at 12:15. So maybe the babysitter came in here and answered? I don't know. It could be the babysitter. I feel like they wouldn't have put... I feel like they wouldn't have put this in here and given us her phone number and then had the phone number in the book if it wasn't her. And then I feel like she left this on the table for the babysitter. Unless the babysitter came in. Maybe the babysitter came in and found... I'm gonna change it to Brenda Sherman. Because I don't think the babysitter comes till like 1. Yeah, let's change it. Brenda... I don't know. This might be wrong. Let's put it in. It might be wrong, but it might be right. Let's see. We only got 1 right. So it wasn't Brenda. Let's go back. Wasn't Brenda. We only got 1 right. It looks to me like he came in, opened Greta's safe. Apparently there was a gun in there. I don't know. Took the gun, walked over here. It couldn't have been him because he walked in here. He couldn't have been the one that died. So I got 1 out of these correct. Oh, wait. If I only got 1 of them correct, then one of these has to be wrong. What? It couldn't have been him that died. Could it have been? The person must have been standing right here. And he shot them and then they fell forward, right? You can't fall in this position from right here. Okay. Was it Lillian Choi? Let's try that. No, what? Did I spell it wrong? What?
Which case file would you like to tackle? Loading scenario. Loading complete. Good luck.
Clyde had to have broken in. Did I put her last name wrong? Am I supposed to put... Hold on, let me try this. Am I supposed to put Brenda Peterson? Let's try that. No, that's still not right. So it wasn't Brenda. Oh my god.
Which case file?
Clyde Peterson. Oh. Okay, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So she would know.
Loading scenario.
That's still so weird, though. I guess she would know the code to that safe in that room, but why is she hiding a gun in her kid's room? Oh, well, maybe... I guess that's their bedroom. Maybe, I guess, does she sleep in here with Greta and Sarah? So that's why that's in there? I guess that makes sense. I was gonna say, why does she have a gun in her kid's room? Okay, but for sure Clyde broke in, because that's his wallet. So Clyde for sure broke in. Clyde got killed. So he broke in, and he went this way. Okay, but that's so... What? How did she know he was breaking in? She grabbed the gun and then ran over here? And I guess he came in and she shot him? Like, attacked her and... I don't know. Okay, so then... Maybe Sarah wasn't here? Greta shouldn't have been there. Greta was supposed to be at...
Scenario.
But I guess maybe she wasn't at the camp?
Complete. Good luck.
I don't know. This is the 16th. It's 11 p.m. at night, though. Sarah Peterson. Greta was not there. Brenda Peterson. Clyde Peterson. Didn't I put this already, though? Oh. Did I not put that? Or did I not include... I don't know. Whatever. Okay, we answered that one right. All right, let's move on to scenario 2, apartment 402, the dinner party. Oh, this looks like the one that we did in the trailer or whatever. The 4th floor, April 24. I need to write that down. The police have found this bottle at the scene of the crime, and it is confirmed that the cause of death was the contents of this bottle. Severe limb or damage may occur. Spaz-Ax. Do not take them more than 7,000 milligrams. Stop using it, the doctor. Main cause vomiting, bleeding, or dizziness. Oh, this was the one that we did in the demo before the game came out, but I don't even remember what happened. So, how many people live in this apartment? Who was Jessica's cousin? Who sat in chair number 4? Who was killed and who was the killer? Grayson Ronnie, 40608 High Crust Street apartment. So Grayson Ronnie lives in this apartment. So we already know one person lives here. Item, box of Da Vinci wine, box of chocolate, 42402. So that was today. He bought wine and chocolates. Okay. Lewis Hampton, attorney at law. ATM check and a card. Ronnie Grayson. Okay. Abortion clinic. Oh. Man, I really don't remember anything. I think I faintly remember. No, I really don't, actually. I have no idea. Slynn's kitchen. Was he cheating on the girl he lived here with? Was that what it was? I don't remember. Car park, valet parking, dates 2:14, 8 p.m. from 6:49 p.m. to 8:20 p.m. Ronnie Grayson. Yes. West Pike Auto. We're here to care. So immediately, we know that one person lives here. A Nico patch. If you smoke more than 10 cigarettes a day, start with step 1. Okay, so someone wants to cancel smoke or stop smoking. Ooh, Celine's kitchen. So whoever owns this bag, water resistant, leaves no marks and makes no smears. So whoever owns this bag went to Celine's kitchen with him. Okay. Seems that person at number 3 died and spilled their wine. I do remember something about the lipstick when I played this. And something about the coffee cup instead of wine. But I don't remember exactly. Okay. Beef stew. I doubt that I have to read all this. Okay. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We'll have to see you both too soon. Guest. Victor James Carroll. Reminder. My cousin cannot drink anything with alcohol. Serve him something else instead. James is left-handed. Okay. So James is left-handed. So James was sitting here. Wait. James is left-handed. No, James was sitting at number 5. And her cousin and James can't be the same person. Oh, wait. Could be number 2. Because the drink's on the left side. Whoever her cousin is sat here. James cannot drink alcohol. Seems like this person didn't eat. It seems like nobody sat here though. James is left-handed. Who was Jessica's cousin? Who sat in chair number 4? Okay. So James sat here, I'm gonna say. Because the silverware is on the plate. This person doesn't, there's nothing in the cup, and silverware is not moved at all. So I'm gonna say the cousin, or James sat here. Her cousin sat in number 1, but I don't know. James, Victor, Carol. Is that lipstick? I don't know. Is it? Ugh, God, I don't know. So that's either Victor or Carol. I'm thinking Carol. Oh, serve him something else. Victor, James, Carol. So this must be Victor. Because she said him. James is the other person who isn't her cousin, and then Carol's a girl, obviously. Smart. Okay. Jessica's birthday. So Jessica must be the other person who lives here. I think 2 people live here. Who sat in chair number 4? Who was killed? Who's the killer? So today was Jessica's birthday. Ronnie returns from company trip. So Ronnie has been gone since the 17th. Came back the day before. Appointment with Dr. Richardson. Ooh, is that for the abortion? No, that's a completely different doctor. In the Bronx. They live in Queens. Okay. Wait. Ronnie was on a trip the 17th to the 23rd. No, he wasn't. He was in New York. It says right here. Okay, so definitely he was cheating. I do kind of remember that. Was it with Victoria? Who's the other guest here? Because it says right here he was supposed to be in New Orleans the 17th to the 23rd. It says right here the 14th he was in New York City. Eating Celine's whatever with this purse owner, who I'm assuming is Victoria. So, okay. What's this? Ronnie. Little snake. Type your password. Okay. Happy birthday. It's that time of the year again. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jess. Thank you for all the support while I was in AA. Ronnie is a lucky man to have you. I hope you have a great year. Okay. So Victor. Yeah. Victor was her cousin. Easy. What's this say? Happy birthday to the most beautiful woman in the world. Okay. Cheating ass. Your mom loves you. Happy birthday. Thanks, Mom. So, whoever was sitting here knocked the chair over. Fell out of their chair. Okay. Da Vinci. Wines of Italy. For those new to fine art of drinking, please follow the helpful tips. Make sure to hold the wine glass from the neck, but make sure not to hold it like a handle. Cradle the cup. For filling the wine glass, do not fill it to the brim. A filled wine glass is 1/3 filled. This is proper etiquette. With these wine tips, you will be flaunting yourself to high society soon. 1/3 filled. So number 2 didn't drink their wine. This one did. This here was empty, I think. That one didn't have it. This person didn't drink. Okay. There's a lipstick mark on this one. So... But... This says water resistant. Ugh, I don't know whose purse that is. Ronnie and Jessica, the main girl's name was, right? Who's the other girl that was supposed to come? Carol. I don't see anything about Carol. Victor definitely came. This must be from Ronnie. This is from Victor. Type your password. What's the point of looking at that? Oh. Jessica Grayson. Dear Jessica, it's been a month since you came to visit me. Remember what we talked about? I think it's time you ended things with him. You've endured too long and you need to move on. Wow. Okay. So Jessica wanted to break up with him. Maybe she... Oh, here. March. Victor is visiting 11:30 a.m. Concert starts 5:30 p.m. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Brunch with Victor. Dinner with Gabby. Call with Gerald. Call the bank. Trip to LA. Mom's birthday. Doctor's appointment. Ronnie's day off. I don't get it. Me lost. When... Bronx. The Bronx, huh? Carrie Charleston. What is this? Cigarettes? So is that Jessica's bag? I feel like I'm missing something here. This has to be... The person who died has to be Jessica, right? Warning. Severe liver damage may occur if you take more than 4,000 with other drugs containing Spazaks with alcohol. Do not take more than 7,000 milligrams at any time. Stop using. May cause vomiting. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so right now I'm thinking Ronnie sat in chair number 4. Jessica was killed. That's just a guess. I don't know if that's right. Wait, who's Victoria? Where did I get that name? Oh, it's Victor. I'm losing it. James is left-handed. I feel like I'm missing something. Da Vinci wine. He went, the reason I think that he, the reason I think that it was her. Well, one, it has to be her. It has to be a girl. So either has to be her or Carol because they have lipstick on the glass. So Ronnie had to have been sitting here. And then it doesn't look like anybody sat here. Unless who got the abortion? Or who was supposed to get the abortion? Ugh, I don't know. Appointment with Dr. Richardson. She was going to the doctor a lot. Doctor's appointment. Doctor's appointment. Trip to LA. Mom's birthday. Ellie's party at 4. Ronnie's day off. Victor's visiting at 11:30. Concert starts. Brunch with Victor. Dinner with Gabby. Call with Gerald. Call the bank. Girl, I don't know. The only reason I think that he's having affairs because this person, whoever's purse this is, and his wallet has a ticket for Celine's kitchen when she wrote on the calendar that he was supposed to be out of town. And then he has a receipt for a freaking... He has a receipt for an abortion clinic in here. And then this person... But this person smokes, so they can't be pregnant. So that also means... But that's so confusing because there's only... I mean, Whoever owns that purse couldn't have been sitting there. So that had to have been Carol. So what I'm guessing is that he was having an affair with, I don't know, Carol, which is why when he said he was going out of town, he was at Celine's kitchen with her, which is why it's in her bag. He also has a little ticket for an abortion and a lawyer. So I'm assuming that Jessica got pregnant, which is why she didn't leave him and why she has so many doctor's appointments. And he got that abortion clinic because he wants to get her abortion. And then this person has cigarettes in there. But then again, no, they have cigarettes patches. So maybe they're trying to quit. Yeah, because Jessica wouldn't be drinking. Yeah. So this has to be Jessica. He had to have killed Jessica. Right? Because he got his mistress pregnant. That's why she has the quitting smoking patches. And she has the lip resistant lipstick. So she wouldn't be drinking because she's pregnant. And it wouldn't have got on the glass. So that's what I'm going to go with. So 2 people live in this apartment. Jessica's cousin is Victor. Chair number 4 right next to them had to have been Ronnie. Oh, wait. Had to have been Ronnie because James, who's left-handed, would have been sitting here. Because he would have been drinking with it. Because that's the only glass that's on that side, except for this one. But this one wasn't even drinking. And then he got the wine, so he must have poisoned her glass. I don't know, though. I don't know if that's right, but let's submit it. 4 out of 5, so we only got 1 wrong. Let's go back and look. We're doing pretty good. So these are definitely not connected. I think it said that I saw when I think it said something that this scenario was all in the same building, but not necessarily connected. Or maybe... Oh, that's right. Carol was the one who killed Jessica because Carol was the mistress. I wish they did a conclusion after you did it. Oh, this is what happened. So what I'm assuming happened was Carol was Ronnie's mistress. Obviously, he was cheating on Jessica. Jessica ended up, and then, then the mistress ended up getting pregnant. He got the abortion clinic thing because he wanted her to get an abortion. And she didn't want, because he was married to, or he was dating Jessica, whatever. I don't know if they were married. He was dating Jessica. She didn't want to. So in result, she decided to kill Jessica. I did that one really fast. I actually didn't really even remember anything besides the fact that the lipstick was really important, which you might have missed if I didn't already know that because I played that in the demo. I might have missed the lipstick, which I feel like is a big portion to decide if it was Jessica or Carol sitting there. But I guess you could have just guessed and then figured it out. All right, last one, the celebration. Apartment 403. June 1st, 2003, 3 a.m. June 1st, 2003. Okay, let's see what's this. Ooh, we have interviews. Look at the questions. Who died? Who was the second last to arrive? Who is the owner of the blue sports bag? And who is the killer? All right. Okay, we have those documents. Let's maybe go look at the room first. Ooh, it's giving man cave. It's giving frat. Okay. This is the blue gym bag that we need to figure out whose it belongs to. Someone who drums and plays music. And also plays tennis. Okay. That must be cigarettes. What is this? Inhaler. Freaking. What are those things called? Adrenaline fucking EpiPens. Okay. Nobles 2003 Summer School. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Carter, welcome to the Nobles 2003 Summer School. Your student's schedule for the Nobles Public High School 2003 Summer Academic Program can be found in your MPS portal account. One student have picked up their summer school package and submitted their summer pass form. This program offers students option of earning credits to beginning of the school year in line to graduate with their class and close their summer school course list and registration from student's contract that should be read and signed by the students and parent of or guardian. Summer school starts on Tuesday, June 3rd and ends after classes on Friday, August 1st. Any student who plans to attend must be present for the first day. The registration, student contract form, and check for the full tuition of $225 per course are due on or before the first class. Please note that your student's summer school grade does not replace any failing grade earned during the regular school year. Okay, so this is during summer school. Summer school course allows the student to earn credit to meet specific graduation requirements. Please review the general information enclosed in this letter. Yeah, makes sense. This happened in June. So Mr. and Mrs. Carter. So whoever's last name is Carter. Well, I guess just because he owns this bag doesn't mean he doesn't own that one. So, Eric. This is Eric's cup. Andrew. Eric and Andrew are two names that we have officially. Eric and Andrew. Lisa. Okay, so there's a girl here. Eric, Andrew, and Lisa. Three names that were here. How to survive on your own. My son who avoided chores like the plague. Stop. Okay, so whoever owns his house is a boy. Lisa, Grace. Oh my god. Brian. Jack. Oh my god, no, we're getting into way too many names. Brian and Jack. Lisa. But there's only Lisa and Grace. Two girls so far. Oh, girls only. Ah, so there's boys and girls living here. Okay, we'll go in those rooms in a second. That's weird. Lisa, Grace, Jack, Brian. I don't even know. It's a million names. Okay, Eric spilt his drink. Andrew doesn't have anything in his cup. Alright, let's go in the rooms. Was he shot? Oh, he was. With a 9mm Wilder. Rad. Dead ironclad killers. Hey guys, we need to practice this week. Can we come up this Tuesday? Sorry, no can do. I have a track meet on Tuesday. I have a race coming up real soon. I can't do Tuesday either. I agreed to help my dad at his store. Seems that most of us can't make it. Let's reschedule. This was in... What about Thursday? Thursday's fine with me. I'm good for Thursday. Same here. Cool. Dead ironclad killer. As you all know, a few of us are going to be graduating. We're going to have a grad party at our place at 7 p.m. on Saturday. Let's go. I'm bringing drinks. Why can't we just all go to the arcade? Arcade? Really? I don't understand how you enjoy that boring place. And what? Chugging a whole bottle of Cordia Light? It's not for real? I think the arcade is fine. I'm assuming this is Grace, and then this is saying Gamer Boy. I don't know. I mean, obviously this is Grace. I think the arcade is fine. Chill, guys. I already made the preparations. I just want us to enjoy our last time as high schoolers together. This must be Lisa, kitty lover. Someone needs to watch over Eric. Make sure he doesn't drink so much. Party pooper. You barfed all over the couch, you boozer. Took me a week to get rid of the smell. Okay, this is Eric. Okay, geez. I'll be more careful. Great. We'll see each other this coming... He spilled his drink or he dropped his drink because it was poisoned. I don't know. Nah, he got shot. The person who got shot, so... Great. We'll see each other this coming Saturday then. If you have questions or concerns, message in this group. What time are we gathering again? Scroll up, you idiot. Okay, so this is private with... Who's Jester again? I don't know. Dude, you can't just bail. I'm really sorry. Something came up. We can't practice without a drummer. And you're the only one who knows how to play the drums. Okay, so Jester is the owner of the blue bag. So we need to find out who Jester is. Gracie, I faxed you something. Did you get it? Hey, babe, what the hell am I looking at? Oh, Gracie and this guy are dating. This just came in today. Keep this between us, please. I don't want anyone else to know about this. Is this true? Of course not. You think I'd be sharing it if it was true? I bet you $1,000,000 it was Christy. I was thinking the same. Can you talk to her? I swear I'm gonna kill her next time I see her. Calm down. Don't make this worse than it is. Just talk to her. Only she can make this go away. Fine. Can you come over to my place this Saturday? I want to go over the bass arrangement for the new song. I'll come over after 5 if that's cool. I'll be at my dad's store till then. That reminds me, do you think your dad will be willing to be a sponsor for our next gig? I can ask. Sweet. Let me know what he says. Okay, so Jester is the whatever. Band member contact Brian. Brian the one. Brian, Eric, Andrew, and Jack. Okay, so Dead Ironclad Killers is Gamer Boy helps his dad at the store. Jester is the drummer. Okay. So this must be the Brian, right? I don't think he'd have this in his room if it weren't. Who died? I'm thinking Brian? I don't know. But this is his room, so. The School District of Queens. Notice of suspension. Brian Olson. Any student found in the building while on suspension is subject to arrest. The suspension resulted from the following violations of the School District of Queens Code of Student Conduct. Sexual harassment. On May 26th, a student reported that Brian Olson had sexually assaulted her. These are serious allegations, so the school contacted law enforcement. An investigation can be conducted. We ask that the party involved keep this to themselves until the investigation has concluded. The parents of both parties have been notified. A conference has been scheduled for the purpose of reinstatement and or recommendation of the student for further disciplinary action. The student must return to school with the parent guardian listed in the computer network. Okay, May 30th. So this party happened a couple days after that. So he got reported for sexual assault. He says it's not true, but... Okay, he has keys to the front door. Sure, whatever. What is that? A pencil sharpener? I haven't seen one of those in forever. Tennis. Racket science. Hey guys, even though school's over, do you guys still want to meet up and practice in the summer? I'm fine with meeting up, but my family and I are going to be out of town around the end of July. Anybody else? Oof, she got left on red. As you all know, a few of us are going to be graduating. We're going to have... Oh, yeah. Someone needs to watch over Eric. Okay, so this is Lisa. Lisa's stuff. Zane. Since Christy is graduating this year, we'll need a new captain. I think you're a good fit. What do you think? I was hoping you'd be up for the task. Let's talk about this tomorrow after school. I gotta go soon. Hey, have you heard from Christy? She hasn't been to school in a few days and she's not picking up. You haven't heard? Casey told me that she was sexually assaulted by somebody. What the fuck? Please tell me they caught the motherfucker. Easy there, cowboy. It's just a rumor and the school hasn't said anything yet. Hopefully it's nothing. Oh. I don't know if you heard, but the word is going around that Christy was sexually assaulted by someone at school. She hasn't been in school in a few days. What? You better not be joking. What's the school doing about it? They haven't issued a statement yet. Hopefully it's nothing. You know how she is. She's such a drama queen. You're lucky you have your brother. What's that supposed to mean? He's a big guy. Even guys are intimidated by him. The perfect creep deterrent. Who's her brother? Maybe this guy? Guess who I saw trying to walk home with Christy today? You're definitely overreacting. Girl, I'm telling you, he's 100% into Christy. I bet you that's the only reason he joined the tennis club. Haha, if it is, thank God he did. He's one of our best players. He's gonna have a tough time getting through her brothers. I know all of them. They're all pretty nice guys. Isn't Brian dating Grace? Region. Okay, so she plays tennis and Jester must play tennis because he had the drumsticks and the tennis racket in his bag. Club photo day, practice exams, grandparents' birthday, finals, tennis club preparation day. Last day of school. So this happened the day before the last day of school. Okay. So wait a minute though. This looks like it's only for one room. So does just... Okay, so I'm assuming just Grace and Brian live here. How am I supposed to... Oh, I was like, wait, how am I supposed to know? Okay, so let's... Christy. Hello, Miss Carter. Can you please answer my question? Oh, huh? Oh, I'm sorry. What was the question again? Wait, Miss Carter. Whoever owns this bag's name is Carter too. Oh, but she has brothers. I'm sorry, what was the question? Did you go see Brian on the 31st of May? No. Did you have any physical contact with him at all during this week? No. When was the last time you met or spoke with Brian? Maybe a week and a half ago. Are you aware that Mr. Brian Olson is dead? What? Are you sure? He was killed last night in his apartment. Where were you on the night of 31st of May? Okay. I was at home. Jack. Who the hell's Jack? So you're also in the band. Yes, I play the bass. I also play the guitar, but I usually end up playing the bass. So how would you describe your relationship with Brian? Brian, honestly, he's more of Eric's friend than mine. Eric and I have been known each other since elementary and have been tight since. Eric introduced me to Brian in high school and we started playing together. Can you go over your accounts of the incident? I was working for most of the day. I eventually left and headed to Brian's place. Okay, so Jack must be the guy who worked at his dad's shop, I'm assuming. I eventually left and headed to Brian's place. I bumped into Grace at the lobby and we both went up together. What time did you arrive? Maybe around 6:45. Do you recall seeing anyone right before entering the apartment? No. I mean, other than the guy at the front desk. All of us had some drinks, so some things might be unclear. I do remember Grace was being pretty obnoxious the whole night. After I finished my drink, I left the apartment. Why did you leave? As I mentioned to the other officer, Brian was smoking heavily and I can't stand the smell of it. Where did you go? I went back home. Was anybody with you at the time? No. Not even the man at the front desk? Look, this is getting annoying. I didn't do anything wrong. You got nothing on me. Just let me go. Okay. Lisa. Yes, I'm one of the tenants of the apartment. Oh, wait. Grace doesn't live there? So Grace and Brian live together? Kind of weird. Oh, okay. So they're brother and sister. Okay. How close are you with your brother? Close enough. I mean, we don't talk about deep things or anything. He mostly keeps to himself. Are you aware that the allegations towards him? Huh? What allegations? Okay, let's change the topic. Topic. Out of all the attendees, has any of them shown any violent behaviors or tendencies? Violent? Not really. Well, actually, Andrew has been suspended a few times for getting into fights. Can you recall the last time he got into a fight? Last week, actually, he and the other guy were fighting over a girl. Wait, you don't actually think that he did it, right? Do you usually lock the door to your room? Yes, I like to keep my room private. Brian sometimes has his friends over, so I lock it anytime I have to head out. But you said you lost your key. I was coming back from my friend's house, and I must have accidentally left it there. What time did you leave your friend's house? Around 6:30 p.m. So how did you get into the apartment? Well, it was already open. Most of them were already inside. Brian must have let them in. And what time did you arrive? Around 7. Do you have a spare key? Yes, we keep a spare on the kitchen wall, but it went missing. Someone must have taken it. Can you recall exactly when you noticed the spare key was missing? I checked as soon as I came back, but it was already gone. So how did you get into your room? Brian used his key to let me in. Do you often have parties in your apartment? Yes, mostly for special occasions, but sometimes just to hang out on the weekend. Is there often alcohol involved? Yes, Andrew usually buys the drinks for us. Could you repeat what you told us? I was asleep. I woke up. It was dark. I went to the restroom and that's when I saw him lying there in the room. I didn't know what to do. She didn't hear the gunshot? And then what happened? I panicked and screamed. A moment later, Andrew came running by, gave me a panic attack. Do you have any suspicion as to who the murderer could be? I don't know. I don't understand how this could happen. We are all really good friends. Andrew came running by. Can you please account when you and the others had arrived to the apartment? Well, I arrived at the apartment around the same time as Lisa, and everybody was already there, so I don't know when the others arrived. What happened after? I don't know, man. I thought you have all the fire to tell. I gotta go soon. What happened after? It was in the toilet. I was in the toilet puking for a bit, and then I woke up Eric. And where was Jack during this time? I don't know. None of us saw him for the rest of the night. You were the one who brought the drinks to the party? Yes. You're not old enough to drink. How did you purchase them? Did you contaminate the drinks in any capacity? What? Of course I didn't contaminate the drinks. You do know that underage drinking of purchase of alcohol is a misdemeanor. Really? That's all you got? I thought you guys were trying to solve a murder. Get serious. This is a complete waste of time. None of my friends did what you're suggesting. So Jack was the one that left. And he's friends with Eric. Okay. Grace, can you elaborate on your relationship with Brian? I already told you he and I have been dating for about a year and things are going well. Can you please tell me your account of the evening? Look, Christy is 100% guilty here. That lying bitch has been trying to get in between Brian and I ever since we got together. She can't stomach that he chose me and not her. I'm telling you, that girl is batshit psycho. Please calm down, Miss Burns. Don't tell me to calm down. That girl should be behind bars. Please, just answer the question. Fine. I arrived at the apartment the same time as Jack. We got out of the elevator just in time to see Christy leave the apartment and run off. Why the hell was she even there? Does she not even... Miss Burns, please focus. Are you sure you saw Miss Carter leave the apartment? Oh, 100%. She's not the only girl in this world. She's the only girl in this world that has dyed green hair and braids her hair like that. Please continue. After Andrew came with the drinks, we all started playing a drinking game that went on for most of the night, and I eventually knocked out. Can you recall if anybody passed out before you? I'm sorry, I can't. I woke up and blacked out. I woke up completely blacked out. I guess I must have drank a little bit too much because the cops already arrived by the time I woke up. Eric, can you please account when you and the others arrived at the apartment? I know I was the fourth to arrive. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be paying attention who was the second, so Eric wasn't. Brian, Grace, and Jack were already there. So the second to arrive had to have been... I must have missed something because Grace's attitude was off the entire time. Maybe Grace and Brian had a fight. Well, she was mad because she saw Lisa. Or whatever her name is, Christy. I have no idea. I was super glad when Lisa arrived. She always livens the mood. I think Andrew was the last to come. He always is late for everything. Were you drinking that night? We all were. Grace usually doesn't drink that much, but that night she was chugging as if there was no tomorrow. Anything to note on that night? I'm not sure how drunk I was, but I do remember Jack and Brian were arguing a bit. Things got pretty heated, but Brian eventually got up and locked himself in his room. You were the one who called 911, correct? Yes. It says here on the report that you discovered the body and called law enforcement after 2 hours. Why did it take you so long to call law enforcement? Because Andrew was completely against it. And why was he against calling the authorities? Something about underage drinking and getting him in more trouble than the rest of us. I see. Look, I know he's a little dumb at times, but trust me, he didn't do this. Well, part of I don't remember much, don't you understand? Please calm down. We just want to clarify certain details. Please tell us again. Like I said, I was drinking heavily that night. I must have passed out because the next morning I remember was Andrew waking me up by pouring water on my face. Lisa tells me that you had a pretty big argument with Brian last week. Want to tell me about it? Seriously, you guys are reaching. He was on my case about interrupting rehearsals with my mistakes. I've been busy recently, so I haven't had much time to practice, but come on, there's no way I'll kill him over something like that. I have my pride as a musician. I want to show up with my performance. Okay, so I think he's the drummer, Eric. I'm thinking Eric is the drummer. Because he said he wasn't able to show up to whatever. Who arrived second to last? Oh, second to last. Andrew was last, right? Andrew was last. Eric was fourth. Grace and Jack came in together. What time did you arrive? Okay, can you go over the counts? I was working most of the day. Eventually left, headed to Brian's place. Bumped in the Grace and Alley. We both left together. I arrived at the apartment the same time as Jack. I'm assuming whoever killed Brian is Christy's brother. Because Christy's brother was there because he had a letter in his book bag. And he has, what's the EpiPen for? Fucking allergies? Something. I arrived at the apartment the same time as Jack. We got out of the elevator and saw Christy leaving. Why the hell was she even there? Okay. And then Eric said I know I was the fourth. Brian, Grace, and Jack were already there. So Lisa was second to last. Andrew arrived last. The killer, I'm thinking it's not. Who is it? I'm assuming it's not Jack. Who's her brother? Her brother is the owner of this bag. He has an inhaler and an EpiPen. What the fuck is this stuff on the right, though? Is that not a breast cancer sign? This is Eric. Who's the one that plays the drums? Eric? Jesus, I don't know. Eric plays the drum and he plays tennis. Definitely overreacting, girl. I'm telling you, he's 100% into Christy. I bet that's why the only reason he joined the tennis club. So it could have been Eric. Because right here it says, guess who I saw trying to walk home with Christy today? You're overreacting. I'm telling you, he's 100% into Christy. I don't think that Lisa would be so like, oh my God, you're so dramatic. Like if it was her brother because he was dating Grace. Gonna have a tough time getting through her brothers. I know all of them. They're all pretty nice guys. So I'm thinking maybe Eric killed Brian after he heard that he sexually assaulted her, maybe? She's not picking up. So this is Eric. Hey, have you heard from Christy? She hasn't been to school in a few days. She's not picking up. You haven't heard? Casey told me she was sexually assaulted. What the hell? Please, easy there, cowboy. It's just a rumor and the school hasn't said anything yet. No, Jester is Andrew, right? Jester's Andrew, because Andrew's the one who bought the drinks. Andrew brought the drinks. I haven't had much time to practice. Okay. So actually, I think Andrew's the killer. I think Andrew liked Christy and found out that Brian sexually assaulted her and then killed him. Lisa was second to last to arrive. Blue sports bag is Eric. Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense, though. I said Eric was the one with the blue sports bag because he said he hasn't had time to practice. But Andrew isn't... Andrew's name is Jester. And Jester is Andrew. Andrew. Because he said I'm bringing drinks. Striker is Eric. Yeah, so Jester is Andrew. So then the blue bag has to be Andrew. But does it say anywhere that Andrew plays the drums? And he's stuttering, so he definitely is the killer. Honestly, I think that this is right. I know for sure Brian died, obviously. Who was the second to last to arrive? They said Lisa was. Who is the owner of the blue sports bag? I believe it's Andrew because they were saying that Jester. Why did I say it was Andrew? Oh, because Andrew, when they were interviewing, they said Andrew was the one who brought the drinks. And in the computer, Jester was like, woo, I'm bringing drinks. And so I'm assuming Jester was the one messaging Lisa about Christy. So I'm just kind of assuming that. And they're like, oh, he was walking with her. Like, I bet that's why he joined the tennis team, which is why I'm assuming he's the owner of the blue sports bag because he has the band. He's part of the band and he has the tennis racket in there. But then again, wasn't there a paper in there? What was the paper again? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, snare lime. So this is just. Alright, well, this is just. Hey, I know we're becoming better friends than we have been. I just feel like I owe it to myself to get this out. Christy, I do have feelings for you, and I'm really nervous to tell you this. And by this, I'm not asking you to return these feelings, nor am I asking you to be anything but that more than you have been to. Okay, yep, that's right. Okay, I didn't even see that to begin with, but Andrew's definitely the killer, and he definitely owns this bag. Yep. Done. I think that's right. 12 out of 13? No, one of them's wrong. What? Wait, one of them's wrong. Which one is wrong? Brian did die. Second to last to arrive was Lisa. Who was the owner of the blue sports bag? Has to be Andrew. Is Andrew not the killer? What I'm still stumped about is this bag. Is this Christy's bag? But they said she had a brother. But this is a breast cancer bag. Huh. This is definitely Andrew. Dude, you can't just bail. Something came up. That must have been when he found out that she was assaulted. I'm definitely missing something. Brian definitely died. Second to last to arrive was Lisa. Andrew's not the killer, then who is? Could it have been Jack? I don't see any situation where it could have been anybody else. So somebody took the spare. Maybe it was Jack, because he came over before then, so maybe he took it. Okay, let's put Jack. I don't see why Jack would kill him, but okay. It was Jack? Why did Jack kill him? What? I'm so confused. If you were granted the power to pardon one of the perpetrators, who would you choose? Probably the first one. I guess maybe I shouldn't have said that because we don't technically know what happened between Brenda and the kid's father. So if he didn't do anything wrong, then keeping his kids from him is wrong too. So maybe killing him, but I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming if she got a restraining order against him, he had to have done something, right? I don't know. I'm still so confused why Jack killed him though. Let me see. Okay, so I have an answer for the first one, just in case anyone's curious like me. So for the first one, it says, Brenda's in the living room, noticed him arrive, but was not quick enough to get into the room he was in there. He picked up Sarah at the time, walked into the office, and then from the last footprints hidden by the paper, turned a sharp left into the office. He would no longer have seen the kids' room. Brenda went into the kids' room and got her gun. There's no reason the gun and ammo would be kept separately. If Brenda was going to move one to store elsewhere, she would have moved both at once. She approached him once she had the gun, threatening him. They weren't at a shoot on sight terms, but she threatened him and he was unwilling to shoot her. They apparently argue over the phone regularly. She pushed her way into the room, still with her gun on him, and turned to call 911. He either failed to aim his shot correctly or fired a warning shot into the bookcase to stop her. She responded by shooting him in the abdomen, avoiding shooting Sarah. This caused him to drop the gun, which clattered away from him under the end table in the back of the room. Wow, I didn't even see that. Okay, so it does make sense. So the red bag that we saw the summer school note thingy is Jack's, because Jack is Christy's brother, apparently. So it says here that in the bag, it's the asthma medication. Christy is the ace player of the tennis club, so she does not have asthma. The summer school starts in June, but most of them will graduate the school except Jack because he's only 17. They also said that Jack also said in his interview that he had to leave because Brian smokes too much, which would make sense because he has asthma. So if Brian smokes too much, and then he did go over to his house prior, which is why I originally did him to begin with, because he went over to his house prior, so he probably took the spare keys. So yeah, that's why I originally thought it was Jack, just because I was like, okay, well, if it's not Andrew, I guess, then it has to be Jack. Or not it has to be Jack, but my next guess was Jack, because he had gone to his house prior to that, so maybe that's when he stole the spare key. And obviously, if he's Christy's brother, then he would have known what happened to her. But it makes sense. I didn't put two and two together that... Well, I didn't even know that the EpiPen was used for asthma, so I don't know. I mean, the inhaler, but he had an EpiPen in there. I don't know. Whatever. So, obviously, he has the inhaler. I didn't even think about asthma. But I also couldn't figure out who was the owner of the red bag off of that. But there you guys have it. That was the 4th floor. Let me know down below. We went through that one a lot faster than we went through the first one. I didn't technically do it perfectly, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.